Hi, 7th grade. So today we are going to be doing activity 4.1 and we're going to be learning how a barometer works. So last week we made barometers. You either made it out of a tin can like this one, or you made it out of a bottle. Whatever one you made, you do need it because you're going to be using it all week. Okay, so let's go on to our next slide. If I can make it go. All right, so today is May the 5th, or if you're a Star Wars nerd, it is the Revenge of the 5th instead of the Revenge of the Sith. Your agenda today was your bell work question, and then this video lesson, and then you're going to be doing your barometer reading. So it's a very easy homework day. Reminders, turn in your assignments, and please make sure that when you turn them in, you come here to the late redo work notifications and you fill out a comment like this with your name, the date of the assignment, and the name of the assignment. This is where I go to look for your late or redo work. If it's not here, I have no idea where it is. And if you notice, we have a lot of entries that we've been doing. Okay, I cannot check every one of these every day. So this is where you put what you are doing when you are redoing assignments. Put it here. Okay, so objective, by the end of this lesson, you'll understand how a barometer works, and you're going to be taking readings from one, and you're going to be able to explain what a high and low pressure system is and how the weather is affected by them. Okay, so how does a barometer work? Well, let's start with the beginning. A barometer works by measuring air pressure in the atmosphere around us. High and low pressure areas are what cause our weather to change. Okay, so what causes different weather pressure areas? Okay, what's up with this? All right, so let's look at, and we're bringing in our model again. Areas of high and low pressure are caused by ascending and descending air. So air that is rising and air that is falling. As the air warms, it ascends, so it goes up. This means that right here, there is less pressure pushing down onto the earth. So all of the atmospheric pressure that's pushing down, because it's warm here, and that makes the air molecules spread out farther, it makes it buoyant. We've already talked about how convection works, but it means that there is less pressure here pushing down because it's rising up. Okay. As air warms, it ascends, leading to low pressure. As air cools, it descends, so it's pushing down more on the surface of the air. So this is going to be a high pressure area, and this is going to be a low pressure area. Now remember, when the air lifts up, that makes this area, more empty when the air lifts up, that makes the cold air pull over, which makes the wind. Okay, that's important. All right, so we've got just a little video. There's no spoken word, so I'm going to be talking with it a little bit. This was just a little video from the Met Office on how weather works. Okay, so here's that atmospheric pressure that I was telling you about. So all of the air in the atmosphere is pushing down on the surface of the earth. Okay, obviously, the higher up into the elevation you go, the less pressure there is, where it's more pressure down at sea level. Okay, and you can see how big those zones of high and low pressure are. They're very large. Okay, so rising air leads to low pressure at the Earth's surface, just like we had talked about on our model. And sinking air leads to high pressure because it's pushing down onto the Earth's surface. Okay, air naturally wants to flow from high pressure to low pressure. That's what makes wind. Okay, so when we have high pressure, that means that our air is stable. Okay, that's going to give us a nice, calm, sunny day. Okay, but with low pressure, that's going to make the wind. Remember, the wind circled back in, okay, which is going to bring in clouds and precipitation and storms. Nice quick little video. All right, so high pressure usually results in stable weather conditions, so nice sunny days. Okay, low air pressure leads to unsettled weather conditions. That's winds and storms. So after the hot air rises and the wind starts, that's going to lead us into a lot of storms and windy weather. As the cool air is sinking back down, it's giving us high air pressure, and that is giving us stable, nice sunny days. So you can see how that's why the weather changes so much. It's constantly cycling. All right, so this is a quick video of how our barometers work. Okay, so this is how our balloon barometers work. So when air pressure, we have a high air pressure system, that means that more atmospheric pressure is pushing on the top of our balloon. And when it pushes down, our stick is going to go up. Now, I'm obviously being a little bit more dramatic, okay, than normal. Okay, now when we have a low air pressure system, that means that there's less air pressure in here, and the balloon is going to puff up a little bit and move the stick down. When we have a high pressure system, that's giving us nice weather. When we have a low pressure system, that's going to give us stormy weather or wind. Okay, so your assignment for the next week is to track what is going on with your barometer system here. And granted, this is a low tech one, but it still gets the same point across. Okay, so the reason why, I didn't say this before, the reason why the balloon puffs up on a low pressure is because it is, there's not as much pushing down on it, so the air inside the jar can puff up a little bit. Whoops, excuse me. Okay, so your assignment this week, you are going to be checking your barometer, your balloon barometer, and you're going to be filling out the chart that is in the classwork page with the results. So let's look at the chart. So there's one for each day for the week. You're going to be doing it tomorrow all the way through next Monday. And then this will be due Monday night. You need to do this every day. Don't wait and try and fill it in, because there's some things that you need to do each day. So besides the date, you're going to be measuring the height in centimeters that your pointer is on. Now, we already made an establishment where when we first made your barometers, where it would be at. So for me, it was 14 and a half. Depending on what can or bottle you used is what your regular station is. Now, what is the height in centimeters that your pointer is on? If it's in the middle, give me a guess, 10.5, that type of thing. Now, the air pressure change, is it higher, lower? Did it stay the same? So did it point higher than yesterday? Okay, then it's higher. If it went down, it's lower. If it's the same, it's the same. Now on this one, obviously on Tuesday, you won't have an entry because you don't have anything to compare it to. Now on this next one, the weather conditions outside, you are going to be describing to me what the weather conditions are outside. Is it sunny? Is it windy? Is it rainy? Just a few nice words that describe it. Now this next part, the local barometric pressure. So let's come back here to the lesson. Now, you're also going to be checking with a weather service, like Weather for You was the one I found that seemed to be the easiest, and you're going to be recording the barometric pressure. Now, a more precise barometer than the one we're using measures the air in mercury per inch or millibars. Okay, a reading of 29.6 is considered normal. So we look over here. Okay, this comes up with the date and everything going on, our weather. And if you notice right here, okay, there's the barometer reading, 30.03 inches, or that'd be mercury per inch, or inches per in mercury. So we're getting a little bit higher. Okay, remember, higher pressure equals nicer weather. And if you look at the forecast, it's working, isn't it? It's looking at that nicer weather. So then you'd come back here, and you'd put in your reading. So if it were me, I'd be putting 30.03. That's all you have to do. You don't have to worry about a label on this one. Okay. This you must do every day. Okay. You can't fudge it. Please don't try. All right. So that is it for our lesson. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. If you have any questions, come see me at the Zoom meetings. Okay. We'll see you later.